All right, Cen Cal Everything Podcast, episode number 5, and man, oh man, I got a special guest in the building. She came in here. She's such a lovely girl, man. She's very bubbly, and I like it. I like your energy already. But I have I'm going to say this right. It's not because last week I said Mirella, but it was completely wrong, and she came in here right now, and she's like, no, that's not what it is. All right, so I want you to walk me through this. It's Mirella Poncee.
Poncee, yeah.
See, I got the say right last week, but I was all right, cool. But you know, your friends call you Mimi, all right? And if you don't know who this is, last week we started talking, and I said Cen Cal claim to fame because I looked in the newspaper and it was all over the place. And they said this in quotes, the Fresno Hot Felon, right? And backstory on this is I looked at the newspaper and it was like, this girl's mugshot went viral and it's a big deal because all these people are hitting her up, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, this is interesting. So I put it on the podcast last week. And then shout out to Raul, the engineer at District 7 Studio. He was like, dude, we should just hit her up and see if she'll come in and do an interview. And lo and behold, you're here, and I'm excited about this. So let's walk through this. Okay, so for those who don't know, what happened? What happened? All right, let's start right there. What happened?
We just, it was a friend's birthday. Just got pulled over a headlight. Ended up searching the car, found my gun.
Right. Firearm. Say firearm.
Oh, firearm.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
The pretty little purple one.
Okay, there you go.
And I just ended up in jail.
And how long were you?
I was only in jail for like a week and 2 days.
Okay.
And while I was in there, like, I walked into the pod and like there was this girl. I was like, "Hey, you're Poncee hot," and I'm just looking at her like, "What the?"
Like, yeah.
How do you know me?
Right.
And I go into my cell and I walk back out and she's like, "I'm just asking because you're like all over the news," and I'm like, "Holy shit!" Like you're lying.
Right.
And I thought it wasn't no big deal because like a lot of people get blasted on Fresno PD's page, oh, this person did that.
Right.
But then I started calling my aunt and my mom and my cousin, talking to them, and they're like, dude, like your fucking picture went viral. You're in the UKs. You're here. You're there. My dad, who is currently in prison in Texas, actually seen me out there
For
too.
Real?
Yeah, like.
Dang. So did he try to reach out?
Yeah, like, I still talk to him, okay, and like cool. People are like, "No way, like that's your daughter," blah blah blah, and he's
so
like,
then he was like, "Yeah, I'm the man around here." Okay, so when they took your picture when you first got there, was that like, were you kind of was it like, all right, we're taking a picture, ready and go, or were you just kind of like because the way it looks, like you didn't pose for that or nothing, you kind of just like looked up and it just happened.
That was like my angry kind of face and it wasn't even at the department; it was right outside where we got pulled over and. I was just like irritated, so that's my eyebrow was kind of up a little bit because when I get angry, I'll just be like, hold up, and my eyebrow for some reason seems to change. No, but the news reporter guy kept trying to take pictures of my daughter, so that's why I was like, back the up, like don't be trying to take pictures of my daughter.
Right.
And the police officer was like, well, we have to take a picture of you. So I was like, well, okay, don't get close to my daughter. And they caught me when I was looking
okay, so it was like mid-motion.
Yeah, like I was kind of looking angry.
And then after that, so then it went up and then it went viral. So while you were in there for that week or whatever, were people in there also saying like, hey, your thing's like gone viral? Or was it
No, we just knew it was just like normally on ABC 30, like stuff like that. And then my attorney would come and visit me too to talk about the case, and he would like show me little reports and stuff like about how it just went everywhere, and I was like, no freaking way.
Okay, so then at that point, so then you get out, and as soon as you get out, are you getting like messages like what?
I actually received letters in there from people I do not know.
Real?
Yeah, like, and it was the day before and the day I got out, like I got like 5 letters in total of people I completely didn't know.
People just randomly just saying stuff.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So what were these messages saying? Was it just all like, oh, you're so hot? Or like what exactly?
Yeah, they're like, you're so pretty and like we seeing a mugshot this and blah, blah, blah. Like just stuff like that. And I was like, dude, this is so fucking sick.
That's
like,
crazy.
What?
And then I read too that it was like they said in one of the write-ups, I forgot which newspaper, I was reading it, and it was like people were offering to pay for your like whatever you needed type of stuff too.
Yeah, I got out and I read all the comments and I was going through so many messages. Like all my social media, the 3 that I have is my Instagram, my Snapchat, and my Facebook. Like they were all so blown up, and I was like, dude, that's freaking crazy. Like how one bad fucking night can go to something like so fucking great. Like so many people just wanting to get to know me, like good and negative, and I'm just sitting here like,
you're
dude,
like, what? I'm just me. I'm just chilling. Like here. I was just kicking it. Okay, so then after that, now. I look. Then they did like a follow-up story or something, and it was like, okay, like you got out, and then there's like these pictures that got put up of saying like,
oh, she's like a catfish. Yeah, I saw all of that.
Right? Like somebody put one up. Yeah, there was just like a catfish. It was like the mugshot, and then like another one, and then I was kind of like, what's that about?
Yeah. Okay, so I get out, right, and the day I get out, like. Before I come out, I see somebody with the camera, and I'm like, nah, like I didn't think nothing of it. So I walk outside, and like I look like to my left and my right, and like there's these freaking camera people and their crews.
TMZ up in this thing,
and I'm just
man.
like, what the? Yeah. And I like, they were like, Miss Poncee. And I was like, no. Like I just covered my face. And for a minute, I didn't want to talk to them. I was like, dude, like get the out of my face. Get the fuck away from me. What the are you doing?
Yeah.
And then I just ended up talking to them a little bit. But I mean, I just got out of jail. My eyebrows were not on fleek. Because I read a lot of girls were admiring my eyebrows and my highlight. And me, I don't know shit about makeup really. Like I just
But that was the shot though. That the picture was just perfect. I got you.
And like my eyebrows were just looking a mess. Everything. Like my hair looked ugly. Like everything. I mean, what do you expect? I just got out of jail.
I feel it.
But the way that they were like set their cameras on me was like just crazy. So I'm like over here looking like I just got a like really really big old face and stuff like that. And so people were like, oh, like she's not so hot now, huh? And blah blah blah, just a whole bunch of dumb shit. And so I took a picture of me with no makeup, and I like collaged it with that picture.
With which picture? The
one that said the catfish.
Okay,
Both of them. You know how they put like the mugshot and the catfish thing like got together. So I put mine next to that, and like that got like 800 shares. Ooh.
Yep. Oh no, you're good, girl. You good. Go ahead.
A whole bunch of like things, and people were like, "Oh, well, she's actually really pretty. Like, fuck the makeup. She's pretty without it, and blah blah blah." So like people got a little like feel of who I really am and what I really look like.
Got you.
And now my followers are still going crazy.
You pop it out here. So then there was like a story that went out where there was pictures of you like, oh, now you're pursuing like a modeling career. That was the next thing I saw.
Yeah.
Now is that true, or is it more like you were modeling beforehand, or is this kind of like a new thing? Like what? Talk to me about that.
No, it's something new. I've always thought about it because I have a bunch of tattoos, and my mom would always tell me, like, why don't you just do tattoo modeling? And I'm like, that would be dope, but nah. And, like, now it came up because supposedly, pretty sure it's just a rumor, people like to talk, but that Jeremy Meeks had said that, like, she's pretty, like, she looks nice or whatever.
Right. And if you don't know, Jeremy Meeks was the, he had his mugshot, I think it was, like, last year or the year before or something.
It was like in 2014, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Light-skinned black dude with like blue eyes, and like all the girls went crazy over him. Yeah. And he went viral, and then he got a modeling career, and now he's popping. So
yeah, and you see that's the thing, that all these girls were going so crazy over him, but you put a girl up there and they're like, oh, that ain't even pretty, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Okay, you hypocrite.
so then this whole modeling thing. So I saw some pictures. It was like, were those new pictures of like you, like your first modeling session, or like what exactly were those pictures that kind of came out? I think like last week.
It was just something good that I was trying to do with this supposedly photographer. Like her name's so irrelevant, so I'm not even gonna say it. But but I did some shoot with her, and she reached out to me. The way she's making stuff seem now, it's not how it is. She was contacting my friends, telling them, hey, like, you know her, I seen that we have a couple friends mutual, blah, blah, blah. Like, let her know I want to do a photo shoot.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? Like, that sounds so dope that she's actually trying to help. Not the story, really, but that she was. And so we did the shoot, and it came out great. Like, that day was awesome. And those are the first beginning pictures, but
right, because I remember those came out. They did a story, and those came out. It was like pursuing a modeling career.
Yeah.
So from then until like now, what exactly happened? Because it's like now you're saying supposedly was trying to help. Like what happened?
She's just not a good person. Like she's ugly inside and out.
Oh man, all bad.
Yeah,
all bad.
it just didn't happen. It ended up not happening. So I'm going to do my own thing because with or without this photographer, people were already hitting me up wanting to put me in all sorts of things. And I'm like all for it.
Right.
But yeah, I'm not even going to talk about this. Let me not say that. Because she's irrelevant. Like,
yeah, see, so we'll slide over to those professional photographers out there that might be trying to get at you or holler at you to do some work, do some photography, getting some pictures taken and whatnot. Maybe we should, Raul the engineer, man, maybe we should hook her up with some of the homies that do some photography. I heard you do some photography.
A little bit, man.
A little bit, okay. So maybe we can
need some shots taken.
Let's go. You feel me? Like we can set that up. We can set that up. So moving forward. So what's the move for you? Is it so you're gonna try to like dive into like some modeling stuff and see what happens since all these people are starting to hit you up and take notice?
Yeah, I am. Like if that comes across my path, like to where it's legit, I sure will. Like that's a better future for my children.
For sure, definitely.
I would definitely take that.
See, that's dope. See, she's all happy. She's like a cool person, man. You a cool person. So then what about the case stuff? Is that like still pending then? Or
it's still going on, yeah. I have to go back to court next month. Can't really say much about that because I don't want to like
Yeah, I feel you. So we're gonna cross our fingers for you. Hopefully everything works out cool. But if anybody wants to get at you for photography, pictures, want to follow you maybe, and they can be the judge, they can look and be like, hold on, let me look at this mugshot. Okay. Now, let me see her pictures every day she put up. If somebody's going to follow you now, like on your social media, how can they do that? Go ahead and let the people know how to follow you.
Instagram, you guys could most definitely hit me up on there. It's Mirella_Poncee, 2 E's at the end. Or Snapchat.
There we go. And then, okay, so what else was I going to ask you? Okay, yeah, so you and your girls, man, since y'all like to turn up, y'all got to come to one of my clubs. I'm going to throw a party or something. Y'all got to come through.
Definitely.
Special guest host or something. We get it popping.
Yes.
Let's go.
Turn that up.
Yeah, like that. All right, man. But thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. So that's your story. That's her story. Make sure you follow her. Stay up to date with her. And, oh, yeah, where are you from? Let everybody know where you're from.
The 559. You already know, Fresno.